Hi everyone. I wanted to talk about the AI apply solution that I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot of ads for it on social media. I took the leap of faith in order to try it so that maybe you don't have to. And I wanted to share my experience with you. How was it? Was it worth it? Is it not worth it? So first, we're gonna go over what I did with the software or with the application, and at the end, I'm gonna tell you my honest review about it. By now, you know that I am sometimes harsh, but I want this channel to be all about truthness and the actual honest opinion of what I try. So, AI apply first. Let me see here the settings. Hopefully, my credit card will not show up, and then I have to remove it. So, you can look for certain job titles. I was looking for IT security director, security consultant, etc. Now it's not showing there, but like basically cybersecurity stuff. I did apply resume, and you can choose whether you wanted to apply on like automatically to everything that it finds, or you can say like I want to review everything and apply for it, or you can choose the hybrid approach where like auto apply for the best matches, the things that you really like really falls within what you're looking for exactly, and the others it would ask you. This is what I went to with, but I would say actually go for the review all matches. The reason is I saw that it applied to some jobs like for DevOps, which I don't do. I don't do any programming or something like that. I'm more on the network security, consulting kind of stuff. And I noticed then it does the cover letters, which was amazing. Like it's nice to see like, oh, it's submitting the application with the cover letter and everything. But then I realized it's actually lying. And I had to pull some of the applications because it mentioned how I did some stuff in programming and what I did like for agile. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to like, I want to get a good job or a contract, but at the same time, I don't want to lie because, well, ethically, I don't like that. And at the same time, you get a job and they figure out that you lied. It's not going to work anyways, right? So I feel like these kind of tools, they make kind of sense. They make sense because HR in a lot of companies, they're using AI. So why the applicants can't use that? They're using AI as their ATS, the applicant tracking system, and they look for certain keywords, and things are becoming less and less personal. And if you stay till the end of the video, I will tell you my honest opinion about this whole process and what should work and what wouldn't, and what is not, obviously. So we look at this, and you get credits. I think it started with 250 credits, which means that it applied to 144, no, actually less. So like 94 jobs, and it's even here. And in the beginning, it was applying a lot, and I was like, okay, no, no, stop. This is not working. You're applying to a lot of things that don't make sense. Now it's the hybrid approach. So, for example, there's this company and it's delivery lead, financial crime, and cybersecurity. I'm like, okay, approve. So now it will prepare to apply. The AI is analyzing the job posting, preparing all the details. So they will apply for it soon. I realized that there were some applications here that it says that it's preparing to apply, but it didn't really do it, which is kind of like a red flag, right? And it's even tracking everything, and it sends me a copy of the email, like for like any position that it applies to, then it sends a copy. So I'm gonna say approve for applications. Like it will say what skills they're there. Strategic advisor, I would love that. I love strategy. CTO, I mean, like it applied, but I am not a CTO per se. This one. So there are a few things that I liked about it because you feel that you're applying to a lot of jobs instead of like doing it manually. And if that's your goal, go for it, but be careful. Basically, make sure it doesn't send any information that's not really true. You don't want to end up being somebody that lied, whether ethically or whether legally. Like, you don't want to be somebody that lied in their application process. And you can do the search, cover letters. It generated cover letters. I don't know if it's going to show here, but okay, I guess I can see one. But the thing is, I realized for a lot of applications, it was designing a specific cover letter for that role. So I would say review that. Make sure there's no lying in it. At the end of the day, AI is amazing and I support it. But at the same time, you have to double check all the information, which is what I told my students when I was teaching university. use it as a tool, use AI as a tool, but double check all the information. Make sure you understand what's going on, right? So this is the thing. It has like an interview body and like mock interviews, which honestly I didn't try. So that's basically my review for this tool. I'm gonna try to use the credits today because I'm traveling. So I'm gonna see that like waiting, and then I'll see what makes sense and I'll send it. Hopefully it will go out, and then honestly I'm gonna cancel the subscription. It has really good potential, but I'll be receiving a lot of reject emails. In the beginning, you feel like, oh, I applied to 50, 60, whatever roles, and I'm doing something big. But then you realize what made you feel good at that point, it's gonna make you feel worse in 2 or 3 days when all what you receive is rejection, rejection, rejection. So, pardon me. And I did receive 1 or 2 calls for some of these roles, but they're asking for advanced level of French, so that didn't really work out. So what do we do now? If you want to try it, go ahead. But for me, I wouldn't spend $100 US per month. I think that's it, $90 or $100 on such a tool. Even though it was interesting and I can definitely see the potential, I feel like the best way to get a job in today's market, which feels like this is the Lebanese inside me. I'm Lebanese Canadian, right? So that's the Lebanese inside me that says you have to have a connection. So go on LinkedIn. There is a role at a company that you like. Make sure that you have a good network. You're engaging with a lot of people. Put yourself out there. Don't be scared. If you can do videos, do videos. If you're afraid that they're not gonna be that good, it doesn't matter. Just go for it. Do it. And you will see that once you grow your network and grow some relationships with other people, if you find a role in their company, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I'm interested in this role. Is there a way you can help me? They might be able to even like refer you to the role, and this way they can make some cash too. But you do have a rapport between uh, this person and yourself, and your chances of landing the role is, well, your chance is much higher once you know somebody in the company that's kind of like advocating for you, because HR is overwhelmed with hundreds or thousands of applications for that single role. And even with the use of their tools, AI tools and whatnot, they're still overwhelmed. They still have like hundreds of CVs to go through, and they are overworked, right? But if somebody comes and says, "Hey, I recommend this person. I've worked with them in the past, or I've been following them for a while, and I see their thought leadership on social media, and they would be a great fit for what we need at the company," then that's how you get in. My manager, my first manager in Lebanon and in Canada, actually, may he rest in peace, he used to tell me, my Lebanese friends would tell me that if you need to find a good job in Lebanon, then you need a good connection. In Lebanon, we call it umbrella. Like you need protection, or like somebody that helps you get the job. So I'm like, yeah. I said, well, don't think it's any different here. If you wanna go up in your company, climb the corporate ladder, or if you wanna get a very good job at a certain company, the best way to go about it is to develop relationships, which is something I know most engineers they don't care about. But at the end of the day, you're like, you know what? I don't like sales. I'm an engineer. You're always selling yourself. Always. Everything in life. So get comfortable with it, build the relationships, and the relationships that you're building, they're going to help you reach your goal. I hope this has been informative. Please like and subscribe, and I'll do my best to continue doing these kind of videos that are beneficial for you guys. Bye bye.